Time to get some Korked Patch musings from Austin Huff, 3HL 1045 The Zone, Brent Doherty, Mickey Ryan, and the aforementioned Austin Huff now joining us. Austin, what's up? How are you?
Hey, guys. How are you guys doing? You doing all right? Having a good weekend? Sports are, I guess, kind of back? Or for now?
For, teams not called the Miami Marlins.
All right. So I guess in honor of Mickey, we'll start. I'd like to start in the NBA bubble. I'm sorry, I missed yesterday's show, but have you guys talked about Lou Williams yet?
Oh, yes.
Oh, yes.
Okay, good. So obviously everyone knows he left the bubble for personal matter, his grandfather's funeral, but then was photoed at the Magic City strip club by Jack Harlow, who then posted and deleted the pic on Instagram stories. And he tweeted on Friday saying that was an old pic of me and Lou. I was just reminiscing because I miss him. Now, you guys are friends outside of the show. Aside from your live show last week, I'm pretty sure you guys haven't seen each other for what, like a couple of months at least, right?
Yeah,
like
since middle of March.
Okay,
yeah.
So Brent, like, did you ever during that time think about posting a photo of Mickey on your Instagram stories just because you missed him?
No, never. I mean, I love Mickey and all, but yeah.
Right. I wouldn't even do that with my family. And on top of that, even if I did miss my friend, like I wouldn't post a picture of me and said friend at a strip club. Now, and I'm sure you guys have heard, and you may have even touched on it, but this may be a surprise. And in fact, you might want to go ahead and sit down for this, but Harlow lied. That was not an old photo. Talk about a plot twist, right? The photo was actually at a strip club, but Lou apparently was not there for the breasts or the thighs. He was there for the wings. And he says the strip club is his favorite restaurant. So he went and got it to go. Now, takeout from a strip club. Like, how's that order go? Like, can I get an order of wings with a side of glitter and maybe some extra cold sores with that, Like, do you get the wings dry rub? I'm sure just the whole meal was very sticky. But since the tweet, a few people have come to his defense, like Shannon Sharp, who said, y'all thought Lou went for the adult entertainment, but it's the food, especially the chicken wings, the strips and catfish nuggets. That's a must. Yeah. Okay. Thanks for the Yelp review, Shannon. Even Johnny Manziel weighed in saying the chicken wings at Magic City are the best he's ever had. Now, there's a guy you want in your corner for something like this. If I was Lou, I'd be like, yeah, thanks, Johnny Football, but I got this one on my own. But look, let he who hasn't broken a quarantine bubble to get takeout wings from a strip club cast the first stone. So I will cast the first stone. I don't doubt that they have great wings. And look, we all know in a time like this, you need to support local. But I feel like the food at that place is a lot like the food at a Waffle House. And I love Waffle House, but it's good because of the ambiance. Like, their food is not winning a Michelin star anytime soon, but it hits the spot because usually you or the party that you're with is drunk. You go to a Waffle House for a combination of the food and the people watching. And I'm pretty sure you go to the strip club for the people watching too. Otherwise, just go to a Shoney's. But yeah, I just don't get it, especially with all the food that they have catered into the bubble itself. Now, the NBA, I don't know if you guys have seen the list of the restaurants that they get catered, but they get in-house catering from Whataburger.
That's new to. I was going to say that's new to the list.
That was one I said. I was just seeing if Mickey was paying attention.
No, I said I would go Lou Williams for Whataburger though.
No, they get Morton's, they get Palm, they get Saltgrass, Del Frisco's, the Ocean Air, and like if it's really sleazy food with a weird, wacky people dancing on tables ambiance. They also serve Joe's Crab Shack. So like, I don't get it. Look, I guess the moral of this story, if you're a 3-time sixth man of the year winner, averaging 19, 3, and 6, maybe don't go to a strip club for wings during a global pandemic. And if you do, maybe just don't do it with the hottest rapper in hip hop right now, who will just oust you to the whole world.
They also have the Juju Rude Boy Jerk, the Uncle Jeff Honey Jerk, the Justice Magic, along with the Lou Will Lemon Pepper Barbecue.
I don't think the word jerk should be anywhere on that menu.
Yeah, it's a lot
Apparently
of jerk.
It's all over the menu.
Yes, it is.
Oh, my gosh. I heard you guys talking about baseball. Obviously, it returned for the weekend, and it was awesome. And let's just hope it stays for the weekend. But it was good. It was good to see we got the crack of the bat, the smell of fresh cut grass, and the taste of COVID, thanks to the Miami Marlins. And guys, with them testing positive, pretty much everyone in a Marlins uniform has COVID. This is actually on us because we should have known that of all the teams to test positive for the Rona, it would be the Marlins. Like, they can't beat anyone in baseball, so why would we think they could beat COVID? But do you guys remember the last time the Marlins, the last World Series that they won was the Marlins World Series?
They won one, dismantled, then won again. I don't remember, Austin.
Okay. It was, a lot of people think it's 2003, but it was actually in 2015 when they beat the Cubs in a made-up World Series from Back to the Future 2, a movie in which came out in 1989. Now, even Gray's Sports Almanac would have predicted the Marlins getting COVID first, but look, in the Marlins' defense, at least they're first in something. Okay. Now, according to, and I heard you read this earlier, Brent, but according to Major League Baseball, there have been more than 6,400 tests conducted since July 24th. And the Marlins have been the only team with a positive case. The only team, and never has there been a more tailor-made season for the Marlins this year. They've got no fans in the stands, so every game feels like a home game for them. They're guaranteed to be in playoff contention come September, and they're managed by former Nashville Sound Don Mattingly, which that actually has nothing to do with anything. I just wanted to point that out. Shout out Nashville Sounds. Now all of their games are suspended until Sunday. My question is, do we even need the Marlins this year? The saying, if a tree falls in the forest but nobody's around to hear it, does it still make a noise? The Marlins are that tree. Think about this. Even the Marlins' most famous fan doesn't go to Marlins games. Have you ever seen Marlins man at a Marlins game?
Yeah, he's everywhere else.
He's literally at every other sporting event, not even just baseball games. He's at every other sporting event in his Marlins jersey, but I've never seen him behind home plate at a Marlins game. And I don't blame him either. This is a franchise that went the entire last decade and hasn't won hasn't even won 80 games. And yeah, they have 2 World Series titles, but those to me were just like deals with the devil because they're 300 games under 500 in their franchise history. I've played with ghost runners that have more talent than this year's Marlins squad. All right. I love baseball, but the sport needs some help. They need more eyeballs. They need another steroid era. They need to compete with other 3 major sports, 4 if you count cornhole, which I watched a lot of during quarantine. But all they have to do is look at soccer. And what do? They have relegation, which means the sport is life or death for most fans. So let's relegate the Marlins. Let's send them to AAA. I'm sure the Albuquerque Isotopes or the Gwinnett Stripers or even the Nashville Sounds could win 80 games, and they wouldn't even get Rona in the process. And they'd probably draw more than 3 fans per game, especially if they do one of those Paradise Park nights again. That was awesome. Now, yeah, you're probably wondering if baseball is going to screw this up for the rest of sports. I say no, because baseball is to me is like your idiot older brother who goes to college first and gets a bunch of tattoos. He gets alcohol poisoning and finds himself on academic probation. That's not going to stop you from going to college. You're just going to go in more prepared and with a better plan of action than he did.
There he is, Austin Huff, Korked Bats. Check him out on Instagram. I loved the Dr. Fauci Instagram post where you said Dr. Fauci finally figured out how to flatten the curve. That was beautiful.
You want to talk about embarrassing right there. Embarrassing baseball. He should play for the Marlins.
KorkedBats.com is the website. At Austin Huff on Twitter. Check him out every Monday on 3HL, except today. But every Monday, check him out. Korked Bats Musings on 3HL. Thank you, Austin. Good to see you, man.
Thanks, guys.